Street skating versus park skating. It's probably one of the biggest debates. Well, besides, names of tricks, like, is it a nose grind? Is it an overcrook? Is it a forward flip? Is it a dolphin flip? But you get my drift. It's probably one of the biggest debates there is in skateboarding. Because, skateboarding started in the mid to late 1950s by surfers when they couldn't surf, when they couldn't, ride the waves. They had small swells. They took smaller surfboards, they put wheels on them, and they started doing what they called asphalt surfing. And that's kind of where the position came from. I mean, if you look at the shape, it resembles a wave, but back then they didn't have parks. So skateboarding is derived from the streets. So, a lot of guys nowadays is like, the park is junk. That's where kids go. And, other guys are, well, parks are cool. You can practice all this. So I'm going to give y'all my take on this. But first, I got to get some warm up in. I am nursing a bad knee, so I'm going to take it easy and get a little practice session. And then we're going to get back into this topic because I want to know what you guys think. Oh, yeah, I got to shove it. I'm stoked now. Oh, I tapped. It's the highlight of my day, getting to see that man right there. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, it's down. My knee, man, it's so stiff. I'm trying to flex a little bit, and just sometimes it doesn't want to. Whoa. Ollie 1 foot or Ollie north? It's debatable. Forward flip or dolphin flip? It's debatable. Got to take just a quick break, but there's so many things in skateboarding that are debatable. Skateboarding has like the weirdest language. Like what we call our tricks, which way we turn our bodies, nollie, cab, half cab, regular, goofy. And it's so funny trying to explain some of this stuff to people that don't skate. It's crazy. So much debatable stuff in skateboarding, but you gotta love it. But it's only like 8:30 in the morning, and it's already hot as crap. Sweating like a dog. We are going to take a brief intermission. And we'll be right back. And we're back. ASMR, the sound of sidewalks. Got so humid and so hot, so early. But yeah, some people came and started skating at park, so I decided to come over here to be out of their way. So the debate, street skateboarding versus park skateboarding. Me and my son are working on a street part, and I find like when I go out in the street, like if I'm going street skating, like it's got to be an all day thing. Particularly, we have like one trick in mind at a specific spot. So we go to that spot, we try over and over and over. We might be there 30 minutes, we might be there 2 hours. But by the time you get there, by the time you warm up, by the time you skate this one thing, it may be just a ledge, or it may be just a handrail. or even going and skating on campus. You're traveling from one spot to another spot to another. It's literally all day. And for me, with a family, a job, and with other responsibilities and priorities, I don't always get a whole lot of time to skate. So I really enjoy skating skate parks because I can go to the park and I can skate the manual pad, can skate wedge, or I can skate transition, or if I feel like it, I can just cruise the bowl and just pump around, especially if I'm injured a little bit and don't want to try really hard things. I could just take my time while still being on the board and still having fun and have multiple things to skate, rails, stairs. Different parks have different types of weird obstacles that are just fun to skate because they're different. But street skating, dude, I do really enjoy street skating because it's where skateboarding came from. Being on the street is never-ending skateboarding. It's never-ending creativity. With the structures, the architecture, with everything, you can always find a spot to skate. But like I said, for me, that's like an all-day adventure, and I don't always have all day. So I want to know what you guys think as far as street skating versus park skating. As far as getting clips, I mean, like when I watch Dan Corrigan's videos, sometimes they're just park skating, sometimes they're just street skating, sometimes they go to a park and warm up, then they go street skating. And it's the same with Brian Arnett's videos. Sometimes they're park skating on his 1 hour uncut videos. Sometimes they're street skating. I mean, I see regular guys, I see pros, I see AMs, I see YouTube skaters. They skate an array of different things, but when I listen to people talk, some of them are, just strictly street skateboarding. They're like, park skateboarding's for kids. It's no fun. Skating is meant to be on the streets. And then you got other guys that are like, I just want to have fun. I just want to be comfortable. I can learn stuff at the park, and the park is less forgiving. So I'm kind of all about all of it. I love street skating. I'm a OG. I mean, I'm 48 years old, so started skating when I was 12. And growing up skating, we didn't have skate parks. Well, we had one really big vert ramps in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's called Mount Trashmore. And actually, in the late 90s, I skated with Tony Hawk, Sergi Ventura. I skated with a few other guys that when they came to the East Coast, the only thing they had to skate here was Mount Trashmore, Virginia. So big blue half pipe or vert ramp. And yeah, I didn't skate vert. I just I would drop in and, just carve around, but I was mostly skating street, and that's kind of what I do now. I love skating ledges and hubbas, trying to get back into skating rails and get a little more comfortable with them. But being older, falls are horrible. So, yeah, of course, you got to learn how to fall, and I've learned how to fall through the years, just my body doesn't take it quite as good as it did when I was in my 20s and early 30s. So, a lot of times I like to keep it to the park because of time constraint and because of trick selection, I guess. But we are working on a street video, so I have been hitting the streets some, and I can't wait to get that done so I can post it and show you guys. But yeah, so in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Do you prefer park? Do you prefer street? Even to get into it a little more, as far as like sponsor tapes and stuff like that, do you think it should be all street, or could there be some park in there, or a mixture of park and street? What do you guys think? What do you prefer? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you next video. Stay young.